Hello everybody and welcome to my latest devlog video on the game I'm working on, which is called One More Day, and it's a survival horror game which I'm making in Leadworks. So I'm just going to show off some of the new stuff I've kind of been adding and working on, and the last thing I actually added is to do with the zombies, so I'm going to show that now. And basically in the last version, when zombies were in the level, I'd place them down and they'd pretty much be, they'd be there in position static until you came close to them, and then they would come after you. So now what I've done is I've made it so that the zombies will actually roam around the level, and it kind of makes it much more interesting because you never know where you're going to run into a zombie, and it kind of makes it more interesting trying to avoid them as well as they're kind of walking around the level. It makes it a little bit more tricky and interesting. So so that's it. So that's basically the roaming zombies. Now I've got these guys here. These are set to roam all over here, and these two guys aren't. So if I just show you here, I've got a couple of drop downs on this script that I have here, so I can basically check if they're going to be a slow zombie, a fast zombie, or a random zombie, which is it can be either one of those then. So they're all set to random, and these are all set to roam as well. So these guys, that means these will actually roam around the level. Now these guys over here are set not to roam, so that means they will just be exactly where I put them, and they'll stay there until the player encounters them. And that's good for kind of putting them like in little nooks and crannies to kind of scare the player, where they kind of just wait until they show up and stuff like that. So yeah, so these guys are all set to roam, and every single zombie that you see here is actually like a spawn point. So I've got it set to spawn about 9 or 10 zombies when it starts. So what will happen is, out of all these zombies here, you'll only see 9 or 10 of them, and it'll be random which ones they are. And for the guys that roam, they will use the roam guys will actually double up as waypoints. So when if this guy was to spawn, he would actually start roaming around, and what he would do is he would roam between each of these different points. And now obviously in the game these will be scattered all over the map, so it means you can kind of walk around the level, and it's kind of a straightforward way of doing it. You're doubling up the spawn point as a waypoint. Makes it kind of fairly straightforward, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna run this now, and you'll see out of all these zombies that only about 10 of them will spawn. So I'll just run this now, and you can see them popping into the level there. So it hasn't spawned any of the static guys, it's just spawned the roaming guys. Now you'll start to see them walking around. I'm gonna walk up to them. I have my player set to neutral so they won't actually attack me. So let's just go over, and you can see them all roaming around quite noisily there. I don't know if you can hear the sounds not in the background. And it just means, as you're playing the game, it's going to be much more interesting that they're all just kind of pottering about like that. So you can see they're all, you can't tell like where the actual points are, but they're going from different points. And actually, to demonstrate that a bit better, I'll do is I'll just exit this, and I will copy some of these guys here. So let's copy, let's make 3 batches of these. So I'll put one over here, and I'll put another one over here. So now I'm going to copying that as well. So again, you'll just see 10 zombies spawning, and they could be any 10 out of every zombie that you see there. So let's just run the level again. Okay, now you can see the zombies starting to spawn in. So you can see there's a couple of them over there on the left, and then there's some here, and I think there's probably 2 in the back batch. And these guys are all going to roam around, and they could roam from here over to the furthest ones over here, or pretty much anywhere. They'll just randomly potter about like that. And that's pretty much the random zombie spawning and the roaming as well.